What's going on, Stim Junkies? High Stim Ace here. Happy High Stim Saturday to each and every one of you guys, my beloved community. Hope you guys had an incredible week. Hope you guys are crushing those workouts and getting ready to get stimmed up on this High Stim Saturday. Today I'm going to be reviewing a product that just launched about 2 weeks ago, and this is technically more of a relaunch because the name M2, I'm sure you guys have heard of M2 from Mind Muscle Nutrition. It's a pre-workout that's pretty iconic, going back a couple of years, and a lot of people really liked it. They had a lot of good things to say about it over the years. Then it went away for a little while. Then it came back. The formula on label was more or less the same, but it hit a little bit differently. I did get to try the batch from about 1.5 years ago. Then it went away again. And now finally it came back. The owner said that they got the manufacturing right. They had to make sure the nitty gritty was all worked out to their specifications. And it resulted in them bringing back the OG M2 pre-workout, which incidentally is what I have right here in my hands. Look at this tub, guys. This is a really, really nice looking tub. Very sleek, very aesthetically pleasing, very professional looking. But you guys know about M2. You guys that have been around the block, so to speak, you've heard of this hitter here. Now, the owner, Russ, which is a great guy, by the way, he did reach out to me a while back, and he did send me 2 samples of the flavors, both flavors, the blue slush as well as the orange flavor. So I did try them out about a month ago, really enjoyed both flavors and had a good positive experience both times I ran the product, but I only received the full tub here about a week ago, maybe a little bit more than a week ago. And since then, I got to run it 3 times to really get a good feel for it. I really wanted to delve into the pre-workout known as M2 and really get an amazing feel of the entire product before delivering my review, because that's how we do it here on the channel, guys. So without further ado, let's roll that freaking intro and let's get talking about the legendary and iconic M2 pre-workout from Mind Muscle Nutrition. Okay, guys, so looking at the tub here, it is very, very aesthetically pleasing, very sharp, very pleasing to the eye, if I do say so myself. It claims to provide euphoric tunnel vision, increased blood flow, and unparalleled energy. This here is the orange Smarty flavor. As you can see, right, you got the little holographic orange right there. It's a really, really tasty orange flavor. Kind of reminds me of something I had in my childhood. I can't really remember the name off the top of my head. Maybe it was called Tang, if you guys remember the commercials with the Kung Fu monkeys. I'm dating myself a little bit, but Tang, baby. Anyway, it tastes like one of those orange drinks you had as a kid. Not quite like orange juice, but something really tasty. I really like it, guys. I could put in a little umbrella and be sipping it on the beach. But that's not what we're doing on the channel. We're drinking the High Stim pre-workout so we can get hopped up and crush those workouts on High Stim Saturday. On the back, it says, Mind Muscle Nutrition is setting the standard in pre-workouts. No jitters, no crash, just straight tunnel vision, where all you care about is demolishing the weights. Once you train with M2, there is no looking back. So let's go ahead and break down this label, guys, and then we're going to come back. I'm going to tell you about my experience running this one 3 times over the past week, as well as the 2 samples I had about a month ago, and we're going to discuss it, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about M2 in 2025. So looking at the label here, there is no 1 scoop, 2 scoop, 3 scoops, none of that nonsense, guys. 1 scoop is the full serving size. You're getting 25 servings per container, which is very generous, especially considering some of the illicit-ish ingredients that are in this product here. And 1 scoop does weigh in at 18.5 grams, or so it says on label. But you guys know what I say. Get yourself that kitchen scale and weigh it out, because this one here, boys, comes in a little bit heavy. A full scoop actually comes in closer to 21.5, 22 grams. So quite a bit more than the 18.5 grams that they are claiming here on label. So you're going to have to take a little bit off the top. Or if you're crazy like High Stim Ace, just take the entire scoop and have an amazing workout. Because this one here, there's nothing to be scared of. Even if you look at the label, some of these ingredients may scare you a little bit. Nothing to be scared of, guys. We're going to talk about it in the effects section. We start the label with vitamin B3 as niacin, 20 milligrams. So a dose that I really like. If you end up putting too much niacin in your pre-workout, a lot of times you can get the niacin flush, you can get the itchy elbows and a little bit of the redness in the face. None of that here, thank God. 20 milligrams to 30 milligrams is my comfort zone. So 20 milligrams right on the money. Citrulline malate, 6,000 milligrams. So they're not specifying 2 to 1. So I'm assuming it's underdosed, but who the hell cares, guys? You're not taking this for the pumps. You're taking this for the tunnel vision and the smooth stimulatory effect. It also makes it possible to stack other pump formulas on top of this hitter here. Beta-alanine, 4,000 milligrams, so a little bit more than the clinical dose for the tingles, and to get you all hopped up and ready to go in the gym. It's going to pair really well with that niacin. L-taurine, 2,000 milligrams, L-tyrosine for focus, 1,500 milligrams, sodium nitrate, 1,000 milligrams for pumps, choline bititrate, 500 milligrams for focus, Araya genesis extract, 250 milligrams. Nice dose, going to give you a floaty head high, get you going in the gym, get you in that proper state of mind before you're going crazy on those weights. And we're going to pair that up with some L-norvaline, 200 milligrams, to really enhance the effectiveness of that Araya. We got caffeine anhydrous coming in at 150 milligrams. So that's a very, very low dose of caffeine, especially for a Stim Junkie pre-workout. And you know what? I like it. We're going to talk about that a little bit later, so make sure you stay tuned. 2-amino isoheptane, 100 milligrams, so that is the synthetic lab-made yum-yums that we know and love at a relatively low dose once again, so it's an interesting formulation thus far, definitely a little bit different than what you're used to seeing. Usually when it comes to DMHA, you get a minimum of 250, maybe sometimes 225, 200, but usually it's within the 200 to 300 mark. This one's giving us 100, so is it going to be enough, or is this that really good, well-sourced 2-amino that's going to get us hopped up in the gym? We're going to talk about it. Caffeine citrate, 50 milligrams, synephrine HCl, 50 milligrams, and alpha-yo rounding off the label at a really respectable 2.5 milligrams. Before High Stim Ace breaks down my experience running the M2 pre-workout over the past week, don't forget to like this video, comment below, share the channel with a fellow Stim Junkie or a fitness enthusiast, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. So when it comes to the M2 pre-workout that was just re-released from supposed extinction, what does High Stim Ace think of this product here? I gotta say that this here is a really, really well-balanced product. This is a really nice entry-level to medium Stim Junkie type of product that I personally have no issues taking 3 times a week, despite the fact that it does have 2-amino isoheptane in here. A lot of times I only take DMHA products 1 to 2 times a week. I used to be a little crazy. I used to take it 3, 4 times a week, even the crazy stuff, but I've kind of toned down a little bit in the past few months, really trying to balance things out, and I am happier for it. But this here is the type of DMHA pre-workout that is not too intense, it's not too strenuous on your body, both physically and mentally. There aren't those negative side effects that do come with some of those crazy DMHA products, like some of the ones I have in the shelf here behind me, okay? So there's no stimuli on this one, there's no delayed urination, there's no anxiety, there's no heart palpitations, nothing like that. And it's surprising because it claims to have 2.5 milligrams of alpha-yo, which is a relatively high dose, especially if you're somebody that's not used to alpha-yo. But surprisingly, the synergy between this alpha-yo, the 100 milligrams of DMHA, and the 150 milligrams of caffeine, which is a very low dose, it synergizes in such a good way where it provides you with just enough mood elevation, energy, and tunnel vision focus to get you going in the gym and give you a very upbeat, positive type of experience. Now, the tunnel vision you get on here isn't one of those crazy basement formula underground tunnel vision focuses. It's not like Firestorm or Smash AMF or Excelsior. If you guys haven't seen my Firestorm review, that's the review right before this one. Make sure to check it out. I'm going to link the playlist down below. You guys can always watch all my reviews on my playlist, but that one gave you this crazy tunnel vision focus to really put those blinders on you and really get you going in the gym. This one's different. There is definitely a sort of tunnel vision focus. You're dialed in, you're focused, but it's not as intense. It's very, very mellow in that regard, but you're also getting enough energy to push hard in the gym. You're getting the beta-alanine tingles. They're a little in the background. They last for about 15, 20, maybe 25 minutes. Not too intense, but just enough to let you know that it's go time in the gym. You're going to feel a nice mood elevation on this one. This is a very upbeat kind of product. So if you're looking for some crazy Stim Junkie illicit over-the-top hitter that's going to get you cracked in the gym, this is not that product. This is a very productive kind of pre-workout, and it really does have a well-balanced package here. You're going to get just enough caffeine to get you going. Surprisingly, 150 milligrams of caffeine on here really feels closer to 300. it really does feel close to some of those daily drivers that have 300 milligrams of caffeine, but obviously you're getting more stimulants in here, namely the alpha-yo, the DMHA, and the arrhythmia. So the caffeine is taking a backseat and it's letting the other stimulants shine. So you're getting that good mood elevation from the arrhythmia, and that DMHA is also taking things to the next level. Now, I don't know if it has to do with the fact that it's only 100 milligrams, or maybe it's not as strong as some of that crazy potent 2-amino, but the DMHA in here, like I said earlier, does not give you those negative side effects that come with most DMHA pre-workouts. So if you are somebody that's afraid of DMHA, you're scared of 2-amino isoheptane, you're used to running your Panda pre-workouts or your Huge Supplements pre-workouts, and maybe you've ran some arrhythmia-based products in the past, but you never took that leap to get yourself to that next level, this here, boys, is the perfect product to really take you to that next level, because this is not an intense product. This is a very mental, positive type of product, and it's very productive. So you can go in the gym, you can train for 2.5, maybe even 3 hours on this one, and you're gonna have just enough energy to carry you over. No tweaked out energy, no crackhead energy, no elevated heart rate, no jitters, no anxiety. This is a very feel good kind of product. I wouldn't go as far as to say that this is a euphoric pre-workout. You're not gonna have that crazy euphoria where you're dancing and the music takes over your body. You can run this one, I would even say 4 times a week, and there's no issues whatsoever. Maybe space a day in between here and there, but if you guys are just looking for one pre-workout or 2 pre-workouts to rotate with each other, this one here is perfect. It tastes good. It starts getting activated in your system very quickly. 8 to 10 minutes, you're gonna feel it. 15 minutes after consuming the drink, you're ready to roll. Good mood elevation, clean and productive. Not a crazy stim junkie product by any stretch of the imagination, but I really like this one, and I've never had the OG version from like 3-4 years ago, but I did have a batch from about 1.5 years ago, which was briefly available on NutriCartel, and that one actually felt a little bit too crazy with the alpha-yo. I think the label was identical to this label here, but for whatever reason, I felt a lot of the negative side effects that could come with alpha-yo. Now, the alpha-yo on here, 2.5 milligrams, to me, it feels more like 1.5, and that's not a bad thing because a lot of the stim junkie population doesn't like alpha-yo. I like it, but that doesn't mean I need to have it each and every workout. So this here is perfect, guys. Good focus, solid mood elevation, an overall positive feeling, and a nice sense of motivation and determination to get you going, especially on High Stim Saturday. If you guys are interested in picking up the M2 pre-workout from Mind Muscle Nutrition, then you can head over to NutriCartel.com and use my discount code ACE15. That's going to save you 15% off your entire order and help support the High Stim Ace YouTube channel. I want to give a major shout out to my good friend Russ for sending this tub my way for review. I greatly appreciate it. But as always, guys, High Stim Ace will always be objective and unbiased because that's how I've always conducted myself and how I will always continue to be dropping my reviews. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of the weekend. Hope you crush High Stim Saturday. And I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. High Stim Ace, signing off.